Hello and welcome to Prudent Media News. First, a look at the headlines. Education Secretary to inquire into Goa Board's marks fiasco. Fresh mark sheet by 30th May. SSC result in the first week of June. Headmasters Association not satisfied with the guidelines issued by Education Department. Headmasters says it is not possible to pass-fail students, demand withdrawal of the circular. Goa Shipyard kicks off modernization project worth 800 crore rupees. Defence Minister says pirates are the biggest challenge for Indian Navy. Says no need to worry about Pak-Sino defence cooperation. Jitendra Deshprabhu says Perne JMFC has no right to direct crime branch about filing FIR. Says he has not received any summons from any investigation agency. Newly appointed India coach Arman Colasso calls for patience as he plans to change the style of Indian football. And Iqbal 11 will clash with Fatorda 11 for 2020 cricket title at Fatorda. And now the news in detail. Education Secretary will inquire into the marks fiasco by the Goa Board. Goa Board will issue fresh mark sheets by 30th May. Board has also decided to postpone 10th standard result to the first week of June.
Chairman of the Goa Board of Secondary and Higher Secondary Education, Mervyn D'Souza, addressed reporters at Port William after a meeting with the Education Minister, Director of Education, Secretary of Education and few other education officers. He informed that Babush Montserrat had directed for inquiry into the matter of the mark sheets.
And then he informed us that he has ordered an inquiry, and this inquiry will be conducted by the Secretary of Education. The Secretary of Education will conduct the inquiry and submit his report to the government for necessary action.
Mervyn also said that the board will write to all the institutions to postpone the dates of their admissions. He also informed that fresh mark sheets will be issued to all the students by 30th of May.
We are also writing to the Director of Higher Education and to the principals of all the colleges in Goa, requesting them to just postpone the admission for a degree course.
The board has admitted the mistake and said that computation of data was wrong. This mistake might affect the thousands of students who have already celebrated their success. Our reporter Basuri Desai with video journalist Ravindra Dalvi for Prudent Media.
Headmasters Association is not satisfied with the guidelines issued by the Education Department to pass all students from 1st to 8th standard. Association has cleared that it is not possible to promote students who have already failed in this academic year. Association has also forwarded its support to the schools who have decided not to implement the circular this year. They have also demanded withdrawal of the circular. Have a look at this guidelines issued by Education Department. This circular is addressed to elementary schools. Headmasters Association has pointed out that they are high schools, whereas the circular is addressed to elementary schools. Association held its meeting on Saturday after receiving this circular. Association is not ready to accept any other circular. They claim that they are in support of Right to Education Act, but it should be implemented properly. They have made it clear that it is not possible to promote students who have already failed in this academic year.
All the headmasters not to be afraid of this, of not implementing the circular, because we are going to stand firmly behind them. That is a resolution taken today in the executive.
It is not for the high school heads. It is issued for the elementary heads. Heads of all the elementary schools, it is written. We got the circular, but these are not guidelines. They are not properly framed.
The President says we are really not going to stand by this particular circular. It is retrospective. Very difficult to go back now, and it doesn't stand in the court of law.
Yes. We have already stand by our resolution.
It is very
so we are not
difficult
going to change
the
it.
results.
So the results will remain as it is.
Association feels that government should hold a meeting of teachers, parents and other officials on Right to Education Act. Now this has become a reason of concern as schools are reopening on 6 June and Headmasters Association is not satisfied with the guidelines. Eyes are now set on next move of the Education Department. A senior reporter from Panje, Rakesh Kanolkar, with video journalist Shan. Defence Minister A.K. Antony kicked off 800 crore rupees modernization and expansion project of Goa shipyard. Defence Minister said that pirates are the biggest challenge in front of Indian Navy right now. He also said that there is no need to worry about Sino-Pak Defence Cooperation as Indian Defence Forces are capable of handling any eventuality. Naval offshore patrol vessel was launched by wife of Defence Minister A.K. Antony, Elizabeth Antony. Union Defence Minister A.K. Antony, Chief Minister Digambar Kamath, MP Shripad Naik and other naval officers were present at the function. Union Defence Minister informed us that 800 crores will be spent on expansion and modernization of Goa shipyard. Commissioning of first and second phases of GSLS ambitious infrastructure modernization project has enhanced its infrastructure by 2 repair berths, transfer area, ship lift piers in addition to shiplifting facility, a first for any Indian defence shipyard. Defence Minister A.K. Antony laid the foundation stone of third and fourth phases of the modernization project. Antony said that although defence cooperation between China and Pakistan is getting stronger, defence forces of India are capable to face any kind of situation.
The growing relations in the area of defence between China and Pakistan is a matter of concern to us. But the real answer to that is we have to strengthen our capability. That is the only answer that we are doing.
Defence Minister said that pirates are now entering Indian Ocean. They used to first operate in Gulf of Aden. He called them biggest challenge in front of the Indian Navy.
Since the navies of other countries and our navy are concentrating more in the Gulf of Aden, the pirates also started changing their strategy. So they have now pushing other areas. They have come even to the backyard of our backyard, Lakshadweep Islands. But Navy was able to successfully defeat their attempts.
Our reporter from Vasco, Surendra Madgaikar. NCP national leader and biggest landlord of Pedne, Jitendra Deshprabhu, has said that he is not involved in any illegal mining. He claims that he was never fined for the crime and he was not summoned by the crime branch. Deshprabhu spoke for the first time on the mine controversy on Saturday to Prudent Media. He said Pedne JMFC has no right to direct crime branch to register FIR in the Korgaon mine case.
Jitendra Deshprabhu claimed that he was digging pits to plant 6,000 plus mango trees and other fruit-bearing plants. Deshprabhu further said that the mud accumulated is the same dug out for plantation purpose.
All this ore which I saw with my own eyes was when I started augmenting for water for 6,000 graft cultivation. My plans are to plant 6,000 mango grafts and other fruit-bearing trees in that particular property, and I'm continuing to pursue that.
Crime branch has said that Deshprabhu skipped summons on Tuesday. Deshprabhu says he was never summoned.
And I think your channel also telephoned to me, asking me, Mr. Deshprabhu, when are you going to come to the police station? I said, for what? And which police station? The police headquarters. I said, for what are you asking me for? No, we are told that you have been summoned to the police station. Absolute humbug. I don't have any summons from the goddamn police department.
Deshprabhu claims that Pedne JMFC has no right to direct the crime branch to file a FIR in the illegal mining case.
I have taken a view that the JMFC Pedne has no jurisdiction to take up the matter.
He also criticized vernacular newspapers claiming that they were unnecessarily tarnishing his image.
that the people who are on the print media, the vernacular print media, who is agog with canards and lies, is the mouthpiece of Bharatiya Janata Party. Hear me out. The canards and lies which are being spread to an unassuming reader is the very mouthpiece of the Bharatiya Janata Party.
A reporter from Panji, Basuri Desai, with video journalist Devendra Gaonkar.
We'll take a short break here. Stay tuned.